Okay, today what I'm going to go through will be the third session of the TCM workshop. So the third one today we're talking about is the body clock. Basically, we need to, or actually we must understand how our organs work according to the time of the day, and then make the maximum effect of each organ and to the best of their abilities. All right, okay. So body clock.
師傅唔該，你編你自己啊。
我編我自己啊。Okay, let's see. Spotlight for everybody. Okay, and mute everybody as well. Here we go. Yeah. Okay. I'll mute all. If you want to have any burning question, I tell you what. You actually want to run through the slide. There are around about 19 slides that we are going to go through today. So what I'm going to do, I'll run through all of them, and then I would like you to just have a note and to write down what you need to raise, and then at the end we're going to have a one big question Q&A session together. Yes, okay. I think they'll be more productive on that. Thank you very much indeed. So, okay, we're going through the body clock. Basically, every day we have 24 hours. This is the God is very fair. Everybody's got 24 hours, no less, no more. All right. So we just want to make sure that everybody using more on certain part of the activities and using less. So how we need to understand which hour of the day is a service best with the organs. Okay, the first one, we actually look at that. Okay, 24 hours clock. First one, because it's a cycle, we got to start with somewhere. So first one, we start with the lung, LU. I use the abbreviation, yes, okay. And for the lung is the large intestine, LI. Next one, stomach, ST. Followed by the spleen, SP. Followed by the heart, HT. SI, small intestine, bladder. Don't know you can see it clearly. Is KD, which is kidney. Yeah. And next one, PC is pericardium. Next one is SJ. What we call is a sanjiao. Also called is a triple burner of the body. This concept it only exists in Chinese medicine. Next one is GB, not England. But it's gallbladder. Okay, it's gallbladder. And then followed by LV, liver. Then the cycle going through again, round the 24-hour clock. Okay, so now you must say that why you use a different color on the chart. That color scheme actually using in our 5 elements as well. Say for instance, can you see my cursor? Okay, I just place a pointer. Can you see my pointer here? Yes, the red one. Yeah.
Yeah.
So LU, lung, and large intestine, they're white color. They represent the metal elements. Okay, so regarding to the I think when you actually done the first workshop, I talk about the yin and yang and 5 elements. I will briefly touch on that. So this is a white color. It's actually quite significant. The things that we encounter on the day-to-day basis, those color scheme is relating to the things that we touch, meet, and eat. I mean the natural color, not coloring. Yeah. Okay, so in this case, it's relating to when you see the white color, when you look at the vegetable spectrum, anything white color? Garlic, onion, leek. Yeah, so it's actually more white color vegetables. So they are good for what? For the lungs. Yeah. And the next one is this ST and SP, stomach and spleen. We're using yellow color or yellow or orange color. What do they represent? The earth element. So in this case, anything that in that sort of a color spectrum, then we're good for the stomach, such as what? A sweet potato, pumpkins. Yeah, that type of a root vegetable, very good for the stomach, spleen and stomach. Okay. Next one is the heart and also the small intestine. They are the red color. It means that they're the fire elements. Fire elements. Yes, okay. Next one is more very dark gray color, kidney and bladder. They are the water elements. So it is quite dark. Sometimes it's dark blue, and sometimes it's black, sometimes dark gray, which is the dark color. So in this case, when you eat food which is good for the kidney and bladder, something actually is in the black color. Okay, black beans, sesame seed, yeah, those type of food. And then coming back into small intestine and heart, but not so much for the small intestine, but for the heart, you actually tomatoes, strawberries, and that's all things that are actually quite good for them. All right, okay. And then go back to the pericardium, and then Sanjiao, which is triple burner. They're actually, those two is also associated to those two. Yeah, they're more or less in the same sort of red color spectrum. So it's a fire as well, the pericardium and then triple burner. I will not elaborate too much on those two organs there, because they are quite in-depth sort of understanding and theory in there. So I brush along and I go to the gallbladder and then the liver. Okay, everybody knows that we only got the green color in our body, which is the bile. Bile actually in the gallbladder. Yes, okay. And also the green is the liver creating the bile. All right, okay. So in this case, it's something that you just bear in mind, it's very easy to understand. But they are, the green represent the wood elements. Okay, and you might argue wood is a brown color, but we actually saying that this is the wood elements. We're talking about the leaves part of the woods. Okay, it's a tree, the leaf part of the woods. Okay, so this is actually within this body clock, we can see the 5 elements also embedded in there as well. So with the body clock, we're going to talk about later, there's every organs actually working at its peak within 2 hours of a particular time in the day. Okay, say for instance, from 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock, the lung work as its best, and then so on and so forth. Okay, we're going to touch on that in more detail later. All right, okay, everybody, thumb up, thumb down. Good, thank you, lovely, thank you. Okay, let's move on quickly. Lung, 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock. Give or take, nobody ever wake up at 3 o'clock and sniff, because you're breathing anyway. Yes, okay, you're breathing, constantly breathing. But what we're talking about is the air you breathe in with sort of intention. First thing in the morning, when you actually wake up, you most likely will take a deep breath and then yes, to allow the lung expand, exchange. Okay, you're breathing constantly, but first thing in the morning when you wake up, you most likely be yes, actually take in the first breath of air. So the best time of the air, the quality of the air is around about between 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock, depending on the environment. If you go to somewhere like UK, nobody will get up at 3 o'clock to take a deep breath because it's so cold and so damp. Yeah, okay. So in this case, nobody will actually wake up. But give or take, you in a hotter country like in Singapore, Malaysia, Taiwan, and maybe not Taiwan, Hong Kong. Yeah. So most likely you see people actually in the park doing the Tai Chi right about 4:30 time, 5 o'clock time. Yes, this is the best time of the air according to the environment. Yes, okay. So first thing is 3 o'clock, 5 o'clock. That's why you want to capture the best quality of air in the day to make your function works better. So the lung function in Chinese medicine is the immune system, yes? So if you short of breath, shortness of breath, and then what do you feel? Most people suffer from COVID or even the flu. Then your breathing is quite short. What do you? The first simple or very obvious symptom is what? You feel tired. Your body wants to sleep, easily get tired. Yeah, and also when you breathe in and not enough oxygen, your body, the immune system will be low. Okay, so anything that suppressing your body, the immune system, think twice. There's a lot of medication out there because our body responds to the external attack and the viruses attack, and then GP or Western practitioner is randomly actually prescribe you is immune suppressed medication there. Okay, you got to be very, very careful. That's including antibiotics. Antibiotics also is immune suppressing medication. All right, okay. So whatever is suppressing immune system, you're actually prone to open to attack. It's more risky. All right, okay. So that's first thing. And the water metabolism, the second one, regulate the water metabolism. The lung is helping. There are 3 sets of organs actually controlling the water metabolism in the body, which is the lungs are the first set. Okay, I'll touch on later. The lungs are the first set. And then also wherever you have a nose problem, it's linked to directly into the lung. Okay, sneezing, smelling, runny nose, that's all relating to the lung. But itchy nose as well. Yes, okay. So it's all about the lung condition. If somebody blowing their nose, it means that your lung is actually still need to be addressed. All right, okay. Okay, and the next one is controlling the skin and certain part of the body hair. Controlling the skin. The lung is the function actually nourishing and controlling our skin. Skin is our defense system. Okay, if your defense system is good, lung is good, the skin is good, defense system is good. All right, okay. And what about the body hair? There's certain part of the body hair that we have a different area there. It's about the hair on your skin here, not the hair here. This is different, but it's the hair on your general body. Okay, that's covering that. Obviously, the next one is governing the respiratory system. Yes, and meridians, the chi. We breathe in the air, atmospheric air, and go into the body through some sort of a processing and convert into the chi, which is energy. Okay, and that energy drive all the life force into around the body, such as the body fluid and also blood around our body. So in this case, it's a very, very important element to move our body. That's why you need to do exercise. Yes, okay. And also it helps mind and body connection. This is applied to all organs anyway. All right, okay. So that is the lung function in Chinese medicine. So most important is if your nose has got problem, lungs has got problem. Okay, and then if you want the skin is good, don't spend millions to buy the skin product. Find something that eats in there, inside, make the lung strong, nourish the lung, the skin will get nourished. Because when you're spending all this chemical and put it on the skin, the cell comes out every single minute. So wherever you apply something on there, 50 quid a tub of a cream, and you're actually putting on the dead skin and coming off, you're actually wasting your money. Wasting your money. You might get a temporary sort of, it looks good, yeah, but that look good is actually peeling off. It's peeling off, so it doesn't last. All right, okay. So please look after the lung, skin will be good. All right, okay. So next one. Remember lung 3 to 5 o'clock. Next one. It's 5 to 7 o'clock. What the tiger is doing here is having a poo. Okay, it's defecate. The main function of the large intestine is defecation, means elimination. There are two main functions of the large intestines. Okay, two main functions of the large intestines. One is absorption of the body of the fluid, which is excess, where those fluid the body needs. Okay, that's why your feces, if it doesn't come out 3 days or 4 days, it becomes rock hard. Okay, because all the water has been sucked out from the feces. Yeah. Another function is elimination. It's actually getting rid of the solid waste. Solid waste. Okay, just remember that it's a solid waste. Yeah. If your feces is a bit softer, it means that two areas. Your absorption function of the large intestine is got impacted. And second one, it means that your spleen yang function is reducing. Let me touch on that later. Okay? And people with a dodgy stomach, they will actually defecate, but the stool will be loose. It means a lot of water in there. Yeah. Okay. So basically, the large intestine, the function is happening in 5 o'clock, 7 o'clock. If you wake up, take that fresh breath of air in, and then within about 5-10 minutes, you have the urge to actually go to the toilet. If it doesn't happen to you, it means that your qi function from the lung, not the large intestine, the qi function from the lung is not working at its peak. So in this case, you have to work on your lung function a little bit more. All right, okay? And that's it. So that's nice and easy for large intestines. Nice and easy. Okay, moving on, the next page. Seven o'clock to 9 o'clock. Basically, if you've done your business well, between 5 o'clock to 7 o'clock, your body is more or less empty. In this case, you have the empty space to swallow. You look at the snake, they can actually swallow the whole eggs in. I found another picture, which is a little bit gruesome. You look at some of the animal, they're eating the whole pig, whole cow, all in one go by the snakes. Yes, okay? It means that the stomach, if it is working properly, they can digest anything. Okay? Nowadays, our human being is a little bit fussy. If you've got a little feather on the big piece of the chicken, we have to unplug it. You look at the frog and look at the snake. They eat the whole thing. Even though the nail as well. Yes, the chicken feet nails. They actually swallow the whole thing. We are the fuzziest animal on earth. Look at them. You see, they only have one meal a week. You look at the tiger, you look at the lion, you look at the snake, and all that. One meal a day. No, I mean 1 meal a week. Right. Okay, basically, the stomach is nothing more, it's like a sack. You put the good food in there between 7 to 9 o'clock. What it does, it's just like a blender. Yeah, with a certain condition met. the body is 37 degrees centigrade. If you eat anything that not cooked, the stomach will cook it for you. If you eat anything, that's true, you'll be laughing, it's actually cooked for you. Why? The stomach will generate stomach fire, stomach heat, actually try to make it warmed up and slightly cooking, and before you can actually break it down. So second thing is, so the food is actually cooked, warm, and also moist. Okay, so because if the body is raw, the stomach will actually cook it, bring up the temperature, and also we need the juice to make the food actually blend. If you put something dry into a blender, like put a lot of nuts into a blender to blend, it doesn't go anywhere. If you just put a glass of water, like a sludge, yeah, okay? So in this case, whatever you eat, you need fluid, moist, warm, and cold. These three conditions has to be met. Then we are satisfied the stomach. Otherwise, the stomach, okay, once it's okay, twice it's okay. You continue doing this, go for all this funny diet, and then you're actually making your stomach weaker. Then you actually turn out to be people going through a diet. Oh, I lost so many pounds or so many kilos in so many weeks. Do you know what? Because they are suffering from malnutrition. The body don't absorb anything. So you actually, your body eating body away. Yes, okay. So eat sensible, the body will maintain a good shape. Yeah, all right. So in stomach, three conditions: cooked, warm, moist, and three things. Yes, okay. Okay. Next one. Spleen. Now, spleen is a working pair to the stomach. If the spleen function is weak, the stomach would not be doing the work, churning. So spleen is also an important organ in Chinese medicine. It's an important organ. Spleen and stomach we always mention together. We don't separate them. Okay, just like husband and wife. So spleen at this peak is about 9 to 11 o'clock. So after the stomach is actually working, done its work between 7 to 9, and then the spleen start kicking in and doing the work that after the stomach actually making all the food into a slush. In Western medicine, the spleen is actually working as making blood, making antibody, synthesizing, copying. Yes, okay, and then platelets, iron. Okay, all this in Chinese medicine is one simple word: blood. We don't really separate them as so many different things, because the more you departmentalize your body, the more type of drugs they can actually produce. They said it's working for your iron. We got another drugs is working for the platelet. We have a drugs is for the red cell, and then the drugs is actually looking for your white cell. But the thing is, in Chinese medicine, in Chinese herb, we just help your body to make blood. That's including everything. Okay, yeah. So in this case, understanding, because the blood is on its own, just the red blood cell, it doesn't work. You need all of them to make your blood healthy. Okay, I don't know why the hell they actually separate them. Yeah. Okay, so this is a Western medicine that talk about the spleen. Basically, one word to describe all these different functions is making blood. Yeah, all right, okay, making blood. Remove red blood cell. Now, when the blood cell is actually dying, every red blood cell lives in the body. If your body condition is tip-top condition, it lasts for 120 days. When they're actually getting old and cranny, then they will actually have to eliminate them. Yeah, okay, just remove them. Okay. Okay, so everybody, okay, good so far. However, in Chinese medicine, it has a different take. What different take? You can actually see it's the first part here, now producing blood, yeah? Okay, we agree with the Western medicine. However, keep the organs from prolapsing, prevent hemorrhage or hemorrhoid. It's actually prevent the organ sinking, prevent organ sinking. Water retention. Remember, I said there's 3 sets of organs actually helping your body metabolism. Spleen is another one. This is more your water retention in the middle part of the body. The lung is upper part. The spleen is the middle part. If you got a big belly, it means that you have a spleen deficient. Okay. It's clear thinking. Let's work on that later. Control saliva. If you're actually salivating a lot, it means that you got spleen deficiency. That's different from a man looking at a beautiful woman or a woman looking at a very handsome man salivating. That's different. Okay, that's different chemical there. So in general, then if you have this salivation, is no reason that salivating. Yeah, it means that you got spleen deficiency. Okay, all right. And then control the muscle. Yes. If the muscle is flaccid, it's a spleen function as well. Okay, it's actually in line with the keep the organs in place, because at the end of the day, all the organs, they got that the muscles tissue, isn't it? If the muscle is strong, all the organs will be in place. If they're not strong, it will be sagging. Yeah. Okay. Like the the back wings, underneath the armpit. Yeah, it's sagging there. Yeah. And this is no need to say, governing digestion of the nutrition into energy. That is converting it into ATP. That's fine. In the mouth, anything that happens into your mouth, into the lips, that's relating to the spleen. I think it's more on your lips rather than on the tongue. The tongue, we actually look in the middle part of the tongue. They actually tell the condition of the spleen tongue. We will touch on that maybe in the future, and we actually have a separate workshop and talking about how do you look at how to do yourself some diagnosis. I think in this first, or I can't remember the second one, I actually told you how to look at your signs and symptoms of the body. Yes, and then there's few slides I touch on how you look at the tongue. And the tongue tell you what's the condition of the body. Remember that? Yeah. Okay. So that's a spleen. Basically, it's actually controlling your muscles, hold the muscle tight, and including organs, making blood, water metabolism. Okay. And the last one here is actually how's clear thinking. We have been seeing a lot situation that when people studying, worrying a lot, they don't have the appetite to eat. When you worry and then you're thinking a lot, you're actually damaging the spleen quite a bit, and then it turn out to be no appetite. Okay, so overthinking also damaging your spleen function, and then have a knock-on effect of the digestive system. All right, don't overthink too much. Simple. Have a simple mind. Have a simple mind. Okay. Good. So far, so good. If you've got questions, like I said, just put it down on the note, and then we're going to have a quick Q&A. And after the spleen, and then it will become the heart. Heart is 11 to 13 hours. What happened with the 11 o'clock to 1300 in a day? Where's the sun? The sun's right on top of us, which is the hottest time of the day. Okay, at its peak. Slightly different from the northern and southern hemisphere, but in general, the sun at its peak is around about 11 o'clock to sometime leading to 3 o'clock, depend the season as well. But in general, 11 o'clock and then 1 o'clock is the heart which the sun is at its peak, and also our heart at its peak as well. So in this case, what we want to do is we want to rest the heart so that the sun is up there, and this is a little sun as well in our body. Okay, so in this case, we don't want too much heat from outside and inside. That will be too much, and you should be resting rather than pounding yourself into the gym. Okay, yeah, you should be resting. Whenever you do martial arts, we never do it within that sort of time. Too much for the body. Okay, yeah, too much for the body. Yeah, all right. So for the heart, basically, you don't really need to do anything really. The heart just pump itself, around about 60 times per minute, and then you just multiply, the number of hours, and then you actually constantly working all the time. It's so hot. So that's why, recently I've been doing a 6 heating sound, and the qigong help because the heart it generates a lot of heat. Yeah, that's why it's a fire element. Okay, it's a fire element. It's a red color. So we do the 6 heating sound and do the sound actually descending the heart fire, and then let it out of the system. All right. Okay. So if you want to cultivate your health, what do you want to do between that sort of time? Have a little nap. Like people in Spain, you don't see people, running around in the street, during that sort of time. They do siesta, don't they? Yeah, they know how to avoid the sun. Yeah, do a siesta. Okay, that's the best. Okay, and the heart function in Western medicine is a lot of category. They put a lot of things into the heart, but in Chinese medicine, this is no more than just a pump. Just the pump, pumping the blood. Okay. So it's just pumping the blood, circulating the blood around the body, and that's it. Now this one, controlling the sweat, is very interesting one. That the sweat is not your body feeling hot, it's abnormal sweating. Not abnormal sweating. We call this 5 palms heat. 5 palms heat in Chinese medicine. Which 5 palms? Anybody? Which 5 palms? You show me on the screen. Where are your 2 palms? 1, 2, isn't it? 2 palms. Yes. And what the other 2? Three, 4. Okay. And where's the last one? The 5 palms heat. Hanzhong, this one. All right. Okay. So if you have abnormal sweating, abnormal sweating, it means that you got the heart condition there. All right. Okay. How serious? Depends. But you have the middle of the palm sweating, middle of the palm sweating. Feet, sometimes you sweat because you've been walking with it. Yeah. But the thing is, if you're just resting and all of a sudden just a bit wet there, and that's a worry. And also, few droplets of the sweat inside, in between your nipple, in the chest there, there's something wrong with the heart. Okay. So in this case, be aware of that, just to seek help. Open in the mouth, into the tongue, affecting your speech. Okay. So in this case, it depends how people suffer from stutter. They have a slightly scare. Scare is actually coming from the chest here. They can't actually open the heart actually to speak. Okay. So when there's a speech condition there, it's a slightly heart condition. Apart from people have a stroke. Okay. People suffer from stroke, they still can speak, but they is in terms of clarity. But people suffer from stutter, and then it would be a little bit heart condition. Yes. Okay. And then the tongue can tell you a bit as well. If you actually refer back to the workshop 1, then you actually can see. Okay, in charge of the joy, happiness. When we say in Chinese, when you say happy in Chinese, we have the typical word is 开心, is open the heart. I'm opening my heart. It means that I'm very happy. Is that right? Yeah. 開心係嘛？開心 Yes. Okay. 開心 Yeah, that's it. Yes. Okay. I'm very happy. I'm very 開心 Yes. Okay. So in this case, is relating to the heart. Now that is another spectrum of actually open your heart. Some people open the heart too much, then they suffer from what? Heart attack. Okay. There are certain example of comedians that actually die in the comedian show. I can't remember who was it, but there's a comedian, and then comedian actually suffer from heart attack. And all this laughter, okay, they're actually creating themselves, and then now if you try to do that and try to do a laugh, okay, not a funny laugh, you just sort of you feel that this one, the heart, you're actually making a lot of energy there, okay, but you're doing more and more, then your heart is exhausting. You feel that? Yeah, okay, so you do that, the heart is exhausting. That is from heart attack. All right, okay. And manifest on the face, yes, if you got a bit of rosy cheek and then all that, and sometimes it's the heart, and sometimes it's emotional. If you shy and show in the face as well. Yeah. And control the blood vessel and pulses. Yeah, obviously that's quite the same as the controlling the blood circulation there. Now, housing the mind, activity, and memory and sleep. If you got a lot of things to worry, your heart is not closing, or it's not opening. That's it. Your heart is not calming. The mind is actually being stirred up, and it means that then your mind will not be resting, and your sleeping is not good. Okay? Yeah. So got to have a calm mind when you sleep. Yeah, when you get angry, agitated, then your sleep will be affected. Okay? Next one is the small intestines. Small intestine is it got 3 parts of small intestine, but in Chinese medicine, just 1 part. And then the main function of the small intestine is what? Absorbing nutrients. After the stomach, in Western medical term, after the stomach actually turn into slushes, as mentioned before, the spleen will convert those food into energy. Now remember, it's converting into energy. But now I'm talking about the small intestine is actually absorbing the nutrients. Okay, spleen is actually creating the energy, but small intestine is absorbing the nutrient. There are 2 different things. Okay, there are 2 different things. All right, okay. That's energy is the qi. Yeah, generate the qi. The spleen function is one of the organs that helping you to make the qi as well, apart from making blood, qi. Yeah, okay. From food, they absorb the qi from the stomach, the food in the stomach. Yeah, the grain qi. Yeah, gu qi. Yeah, gu qi. Yes, it is. Yeah, but the thing is that they're actually using the how do I say? It's actually using the gu qi and then to help to make blood as well. Okay. Yeah. So in terms of small intestines, they have 3 parts, and the bile go into duodenum and then try to sort of neutralize the fat, and then all the other part is actually absorbing the nutrients from the food. Okay. And that's it, basically. But in Chinese medicine, the small intestine got another function as well. What other function? Is separating the waste from solid and liquid. So they actually, when actually all the mushes and all the food in there, and after done all the absorption of the nutrients, and then the small intestine is do the dividing part. All the solid waste go to somewhere else, which is the large intestines, and then fluid waste go into the bladder. Okay, this is how the Chinese medicine. I know that the fluid actually go through the kidney and then go into the bladder, but in Chinese medicine, it's the fluid waste actually go into the bladder. I'll tell you why later. Okay, is it okay so far? Good. And then from 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock is the bladder time. It's a bladder time. Bladder is just nothing like a hold or like a bag, putting all the water in there and just pee out, and that's it. Okay. Now, I don't know whether you actually noticed that during the day, you wee accordingly. Yes. Okay. If your wee is pale color, what does it mean? If your wee is pale color, it means that the water you've been drinking had not been utilized in the body. Water in, water out. And basically that's it. So whatever urine it come out should be some sort of a hint of the yellow color. It's the waste coming out. All right. However, look at the roundabout in the afternoon. The wee you peeing out. The first thing in the morning you pee. The pee is the darkest of the day. Yeah, okay, because throughout the night you got all the waste in collecting and then go through the body and then come out in urine, and which is the darkest of the day. Yeah, but however, you look at 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock, also the urine is also dark as well. All the other time you have the urine there might be a light pale yellow color, but between that sort of time, your color of the urine should be a little bit more yellowish color. In hot country, even more so. All right. Why? Now, it's actually linking from the heart and the small intestine. The heart during the day is actually collecting a lot of heat there. So in this case, the heat actually from the heart and going to the small intestine. Remember, just now, we're talking about the heart. What time? 11 to 1300. And the next one is 1300, 1500. Okay, so the heat actually descending into small intestines, and then the small intestines carry the heat and then put into either feces or your urine. The quickest way is going to urine, and then what it does, let's go to the bladder and wee out. So all the urine, if you come out in the late afternoon, is actually from the heat of the heart coming out. That's why it's the dark color. So if you look at your urine, it's dark color, it means that you got heat in the body. The darker, apart from the first one in the morning, all right, okay? Because you got a lot of weight, eliminate a lot of waste. Okay, so bladder is nothing more like a bag holding the water, wee out, and that's it. Yes, and that's all. Now you can see the organs there. It's a wall of muscles there, and there's a sphincter. Yeah, urethra. If people don't go for the loo, what does it mean? The pressure on here is too much, isn't it? Yes. If you want to hold the wee, what do? Normally, suck it up. It's saying suck it up. Once you suck it up, the pressure from here actually lift up. The pressure, this is like a sensor pad. If it's less pressure, you got the same volume, the fluid in the bladder, but when you actually suck up going up, this is less heavy. You don't need to go to the toilet. So that's why when you learn doing qigong, what type of breathing is help you to actually hold your urine longer? Anybody? Okay, people not doing the qigong, you probably don't know. It's reverse breathing. Yeah, okay. 逆式呼吸 okay. Reverse diaphragm breathing. actually lifting. You know which qigong move actually make you to do that prominently? People doing qigong, do you know which one?
5 animal.
No.
No? Okay.
Shirley? What's that? 聽唔到？開咪？開咪？
十二功法 12
No.
no
No. No.
really
Come again? Yeah, that's it. Yes, Wendy, you did right. It's the button gene 8 brocade, the first move. When you do this move, you do the reverse breathing, lifting up. So in this case, you're lifting up more. You just lifting, all the fluid actually, it hang around there. So it will be less weight. Okay, so that's the one. Yeah, okay, good. And also we practice nowadays the 6 healing sound as well. You do a little bit reverse breathing in there. Okay, you're right. It's a Sabigong Fat. There's some certain movement that you do because you do the reverse breathing. But Batingam, this one is the most obvious that actually need you to do that. Yeah. Okay, that's good. Everybody happy? Jaka, you need to learn Qigong. Then you know exactly what I mean by this. Okay, good. Right. Okay. Nothing more to talk about bladder. Kidney. Everybody knows kidney. Actually filtering the blood, getting the waste out, and become a urine, and then go into the bladder, and that's it. Nothing more in Western medicine. Yes. Okay. So basically that's it. But in Chinese medicine, it's more than that. However, the kidney is at its best is around about 1900 to 2100. All right. Okay. You don't really need to do anything because everything is run automatically. Then you just have to understand what's that and how to make the kidney longer lasting. All right. Although you got a pair, but how to make it longer lasting. Next slide will tell you why. And this is what the Chinese medicine talking about the kidney function. It actually governing your growth and your reproductive system and your development. If you have a kidney deficiency from young, you'll be very skinny, very bony, and your skeleton framework will be very weak. Okay? Yeah. When you look at a person, whether the person has got good kidney or weak kidney, just look at the person, the bone structure, then you straight away you can tell that person the kidney is strong or weak. All right. Okay. Now, second one is then receiving the qi from lung. What do you mean by this? People suffer from asthma. Yeah, okay. You know there are 2 types of asthma there. One is you breathing in, it's got problem. And the other one is breathing out, it's got problem. Yes, okay. So breathing in, now you think about as the lung is up here, the kidney is down here. Okay. When you're breathing in, the kidney is just like a pool, opening the lung to receiving the qi. Okay. But now when it's full, it's like a rubber band. Stretch, stretch, stretch anymore. And the lung has to recoil. In, out, in, out. So breathing is not just by the lung in Chinese medicine. It's 2 pairs of organs working together. Yes. So breathing in is the kidney. Breathing out is the lung. That's why when you see people have asthma, suffer from asthma, ask them which part of the body you have problem. And some people have some asthma, your shoulder is like this. And some people suffer from asthma, your rib cage is open. Okay, So that's the two type of the body shape of asthma people suffering. All right, okay. Next one we can look at that is the governing water again. Governing water. Okay, I said 3 sets of organs governing water metabolism. Kidney is governing the waist down. Waist down. Okay, lung is in the chest, spleen in the middle, kidney is waist down. All right, okay. And next one, when you're getting old, is that what? What? It means that your hearing is just going. Hearing is going. If your hearing is going, it means you're aging. Yeah, you don't really see children say what, until they're very naughty. Okay, it's only the old people say what. Yeah, they put a hearing aid on. Okay, it's governing the water. And also the rest is manifest on the hair. Okay, manifest on the hair. There are two type of organs actually, controlling the hair. One is the kidney. I'll tell you the other organs later. The kidney is governing the color of the hair, not the volume, it's the color of the hair. When you're getting gray hair, premature gray hair, it means that your hair, your kidney is getting weak. All right, okay. This one talking about main 5 gauge of vitality is talking about in relation to the reproduction, and that's all. Okay, so when it's around about this sort of time, it's not a time to having your fish and chip. It's probably a time to have a good chit chat with your partner, whatever, and get ready for bed, and then have ready for the next generation. Okay. All right. That's all for stuff. Okay. So this is about Chinese medicine on the kidney. Right. Okay. Do you need a 5 minutes break? Yeah, have a 5 minutes break. No, somebody say no. So because you enjoy your food and also you understanding as well. Have a 5 minutes break. Have a wee break, and then we'll come back. We talk about the following organs. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. 5 minutes, and come back at what time is it now? 57. Come back around about 8:05. Okay, 8:05. Thank you.你常问什么东西没有问题？ Okay, everyone, we're coming back now. Hello, hello, everyone. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Thank you, thank you. Good. Thank you very much. Okay, yeah. Okay, good. Now we're going to work on, let's see. Okay. After the kidney, having good time with your partner, and what you should be doing. I suppose everybody naked already by then. So what you should be doing from 11 o'clock, 1 o'clock, you should be resting by then. You should be snoring. Yes, okay. Now that is the time that when the gallbladder works at its best. It means that you should be actually resting because the gallbladder, the function is holding bile. What the bile does is actually helping the digestive system. That's all the gallbladder function does in Chinese medicine point of view. All right, okay. So in this case, this slide tells you, what the gallbladder does in terms of the Western medicine, which is true in Chinese medicine as well. But Chinese medicine has got a lot more in there. All right, but by then, I don't mean that 11 o'clock and 1 o'clock in the nighttime, and then the bowels need to secrete into your small intestines. Okay, by that time, the gallbladder should be resting, not doing anything. However, most people, after the pub is closing 10:30, finish the last pint and go for fish and chips or doner kebab. And then the gallbladder is working at its peak. Yes, keep secreting all the oily, removing all the oily stuff. And then it's absolutely naked, make the gallbladder naked. All right, okay. And also the bile in the gallbladder is an essence. Whenever essence in the body is quite thick and gloopy. And what it does is easily congealed. With a little bit heat, it actually congealed. Then what does it mean? If you're having a lot of heat in the gallbladder, those bile turn into gallstone. Yes? Turn into gallstone. So in this case, when you call it gallstone, it means that you don't have much bile, because bile is a very precious. It's only created in the liver with the surplus energy and go into the gallbladder. You can see how big the liver is, and you can see how small the gallbladder is. All right, okay. So in this case, you need to think about how do you preserve the gallbladder, the bile into the gallbladder. All right. So by 11 o'clock, your body is not just switching off the telly and still carry your phone in the bed and watch another half an hour YouTube. No, you don't want to do that. You want to sleep deep at this time. So what does it mean? Around about 10 o'clock, 10:15, and you should be switching off everything, ready to bed and sleeping. Okay? So after you have a good time with your partner, then in that case, you should be actually tired. In that case, go to sleep. All right, okay? So that is the rule in according to Chinese medicine. You should not be resting later than 10:30, but by 11 o'clock, your body should be deep in sleep. Then the gallbladder will be nice and warm, not heat. The later you sleep, the body generate more heat, and then the most affected organs directly, first one is the gallbladder. All right, okay. Now you don't believe in me, there's some testing you can do. A couple of days, you go to bed around about 10 o'clock. You actually sleep at 10 o'clock. Next morning, when you get up, as long as you have a good night's sleep, next morning when you get up, you put a hand on your face no oil. But if you sleep 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, no matter how many hours you sleep, first in the morning, wake up, a lot of grease on your face. Okay? So when your body is getting hot, it generates the sebum, actually generate the heat, and then heat pushing the grease out. All right, okay? I'm not saying that you try to do that and lose fat. Okay? It doesn't work that way. Okay? So you need to think about that. All right, okay? That's good indicator whether you sleep good or sleeping early or not. Okay, but what about Chinese medicine? Good thing is about the indicating is, look at this diagram. Any part along that pathway, you have a pain, discomfort, or any sort of a niggling sensation, then it means that your gallbladder is affected. This is a gallbladder, the sinew channel, okay, and similar to the Qi channel as well. So in this case, any area that along that pathway you feel discomfort, it means that your gallbladder is being compromised. All right, okay, yeah, it's quite a long area, a long big area, including the sacrum as well. Yeah, okay, the glue and the chest alongside of the body. And this one. Anybody can tell me which this part of the body, which acupuncture point is that? Lara, you should know it by now. You do Qigong?
Yeah.
This
I'm
part.
not sure. Sorry.
Okay, anybody else?
Oh, the
yeah.
the dantian's further down though, isn't it? So
No,
it's
dantian is right in the middle, in the front.
Yeah.
This
I don't
one.
know.
Is it the Tai Bao?
Dai Bao, yes, Dai Bao. Thank you. Who's that?
What is Tai Bao?
It's
Dai
me.
Bao is an organ. No, it's a acupuncture point. Dai Bao means a break.
21. Where you pointed there is what it was spleen 21.
Hey, beautiful, Jaka. Yes, yeah. This is the point that we use for the releasing the sinew channel, which is the network around this area. Yeah, if you got any things that is got discomfort around this area, we use the spleen 21 a lot. And also, do you do acupuncture? Jaka, do you do acupuncture as well?
Lung.
No, do you do acupuncture?
No. I'm a health kinesiologist. We,
Oh, right, okay.
we basically touch the body.
Yeah.
Depends on the muscle testing.
Okay,
so,
right.
Yeah, but sometimes even for digestion, when you tap the spleen 21,
Okay, now just a bit of information for people. If you do still have the menstrual condition, okay, and Dai Bao is very good to bring your menstruation back. I'm not talking about when you're 60-year-old, you bring your menstruation back. Okay, it's not important. It's impossible. Okay, when people around about 40 or have an irregular periods, then you touch on Dai Bao, tap on the Dai Bao, actually can help you to bring your period regular and bring it back as well. All right, okay, very effective. Okay, just a sidetrack on that. All right, okay, so this is the gallbladder channel. So in this case, anywhere along that pathway he's got problem, his gallbladder is being compromised. Remember, before this time, you must sleep. You must be in bed, close your eyes, light switch off, and then sleep. Okay, right, moving on. Next one, liver, 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock. 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock. This one, your body must be in this sleep. In Western medicine, they got It's a lot of various function that you can actually reach the slides that, when the slides comes out. Actually, it's got to be a Chinese theory in there as well. But the liver main function, detoxification, any poisons in the body, the liver has to get rid of it. All right, including food, drink, let alone from any drugs. So don't say that you're taking drugs, you're helping your body, but the body will know that how much drugs you need. Then what you're going to do is the body will be very clever to eliminate the excess. But if you're constantly doing that, the liver is overly worked and will get knackered. All right, okay. So if you can help it not actually taking any medication, especially the Western medication, you don't know how harmful they will do on you, and then try to avoid them. All right, okay. So that's just detoxification. Second one is storing the blood. Liver does not make blood. It's like a holding area is for your blood. And then while you're holding the blood, what does it do? Is repairing the blood. When the blood's going around the body so many times a day, and then so many million times a day, it get knackered. The membranes is get damaged. So it goes back into liver, right about that sort of time, actually get repaired. If you open your eyes, what the liver will do, they send the blood to your eyes. You lift your arm, what does it do? It will send the blood to your arm. So in this case, it's not haven't got a chance to actually repairing the blood. So it means that your blood will be very dirty the next day. If you don't sleep, you wake up, 1:30, wake up, can't sleep, go to have a drink, go and have a biscuit and watch some telly and do some Sudoku and all that stuff. You're actually damaging your liver or damaging your blood. The next day you feel tired. Why you feel tired? Because your blood is not functioning properly by carrying out the oxygen around your body. All right. If you sleep good, you should not be needing any deep sleep. Might be during the day, around about 11 o'clock to 1 o'clock time, you might have a little nap, and that's all it is. You don't need 2 or 3 hours sleep. If you're sleeping in the afternoon more than 2 hours, it means that you suffer from sleep deprivation. Your body trying to catch up. All right, okay. Don't force yourself into, oh, I sleep now, I will not be able to sleep at the night. Wrong. Whenever your body really needs you to sleep, listen to your body, sleep. Rather, I suggest you forget about your dinner and then sleep all the way through. That's the best. Okay? Yeah, that's the best. Okay, so the next one. Or not the next one. It's actually this one. Now, how do you find your liver is slightly, it's got problem? Feeling hot, abnormally hot. Okay, sometimes it's overly hot. You get anxious. You feel hot. Yeah, that's not talking about menopause because they are different category. All right. Next thing is about anger. People like to anger, bang onto the table, shouting, screaming, the hair standing up, on top of the hair. That's just great, crazy. Yeah, angry. At the end, you just get the neck problem. Okay, angry. And headaches, you get too much anger, too much qi, too much blood rush in there, can't come down. So causing a lot of congestion. The headaches, it means that there are two types of headaches. Yeah, we have. One type of headaches is, it's so painful, my head. But with the hands on my head, it makes it so comfortable. It's better. Another headache is, don't touch it. If I touch it, make it worse. Don't touch it, exploding headache. You don't want to give too much pressure. That's a typical liver condition. Okay? Yeah. And next thing is about constipation. Constipation, it means that you're got so much qi stuck in here, in this region, So the qi can't descend, push in the large intestine, and that's why it's difficult to come out. Now, constipation, and also in Chinese medicine, we have the two categories there. We're saying that people suffer from constipation. One constipation, it means that the feces is coming out but it's rock hard, like droppings. Okay, this is one type of constipation. The other constipation, you really need to push to come out, but when it come out, it's nice and soft. So that's another constipation there. Okay, so you can't just just one constipation and then, because there are two different symptoms there. All right, okay, there are two different symptoms. Okay, so people say, oh, I suffer from constipation. Then we need to ask the further question, what type of constipation you have. Yep. Okay. And then ear ringing. Ear ringing. You remember just now we talked about the kidney. What? And sometimes you hear tinnitus. But for liver condition is about ringing. It's high pitch. High pitch condition is liver. Okay, liver. If the ear is got the ring as well, but it's very low voice, low pitch, like an engine rumbling, is a kidney condition. All right. Okay, now I run through all this the slides with you with all the organs. I don't know you have pay any attention of, there are some organs have two slices and some organs got only one slice. I don't know whether you have any, you notice that. Okay, now just I'm not going back to them. I just want to give you a bit of why I do that is we actually pay more attention to our yin organs, which I have two slices. All the yang organs, they just carry the simple function and they will just have one slice. Okay, so the yin organ actually does more than the yang organs. All right, okay. So that's all for the slices about the body clock. It's important to understand how the organ works and then work it best. If you go back to the slides, of the body clock, from 3 o'clock, actually from this one, from 11 o'clock in the night time, go all the way to 9 o'clock in the morning. Those time is all under your control. That's the time that you make your good routine and do the activities suitable for that organ at that time. And then the rest of the time, it will all fall into pieces or fall into place automatically. You don't have to worry about, the spleen, heart, small intestine. You don't need to do it, but you do. That's when you go to sleep. It's under your control. Middle of the night, go up to watch the telly, read the book, all under your control. You don't want to do that. Yeah? Wake up in a good time, get some good breathing in, and make sure that you defecate in a good time. That's all under your controlled action. Under you finish the defecation, and then you stuff yourself or stuff your face. And that's it. And after that, everything works automatically. If you upset this pattern, the rest of the pattern will get upset. You see what I mean? So you don't really need to do a lot. It's actually basically from 10:30 time, then you know what you should be doing. Go to sleep. Around about 4, 5 o'clock, maybe 6 o'clock, or give you a stretch. Okay, you should be wake up, take good breath air, and do a simple exercise, and then do your dump, clear stomach, eat good, drink good, warm, moist, and cold. And that's it. The rest of the time, it'll be good. If you do eating good, for the day, it's around about 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock time, your body start feeling hungry. Then you just follow your body needs and ingest yourself. In the nighttime, you don't need a lot to eat. Okay. unless you've been doing a lot of physical work, then you need to replenish a little bit. But nowadays, we hardly do any physical work. Apart from the youngsters that they're growing, they need 3 meals a day, definitely. But for us, grown up, you don't need 3 meals a day. Yeah, okay. It's a treat every now and then, it's okay, but not on a day-to-day basis. Yeah, so based on this body clock, you know that from maybe 10 o'clock onwards in the nighttime up till in the morning, 9 o'clock, is all under control. If you want to get a healthy body, put in a good living pattern in there. You'll be laughing. Okay, so that is all I can share with you today. Welcome. Any questions? Yes, please. Okay, any questions, please? Yeah. So I think I'm going to switch off the mic and allow let people to listen to whatsoever's.
Sorry, I have a question there. I think that from the previous lecture,
Yeah.
I think maybe I have indeficiency.
Yin deficiency.
Does it mean I should eat more sort of in cooling sort of food more to, top up this sort of indeficiency or not?
Now, okay, we talk about the yin deficiency, then your body generally will feel hot. Okay, and also you feel thirsty.
Yeah.
Okay, in general.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. However, without any further assessment diagnostic, then I would not put the finger on it. Okay, you are yin deficiency. Okay, I do not think you're yin deficient from when I actually look at you. You actually suffer from spleen yang deficient.
Spleen yang deficiency.
That's right, because your water retention in the body.
Yes.
A lot. When you have a yin deficient, it means that your fluid is way down.
I see.
You have a, yeah, okay. So we actually want to focus on the spleen yang deficient, sort of a spleen yang energy food that you eat, anything that promote the spleen function working properly. One thing is exercise. Second thing is eating the food that help you to lose the water. Okay, so warm food, yeah, warm food, and then also the food that actually help you to actually eliminate the water. The very simple thing is just a barley. Barley is very good, yeah. Barley, but you need to have the cooked barley or roasted barley, not the raw barley. Okay, raw barley is cold, and then yeah, or you can use a lot of ginger in the barley to cook it, make it warm, and drink the barley. Yes? Yeah. Okay.
I eat kind of porridge oat for breakfast. Is that porridge oat?
Porridge oat is fine, no problem at all. Yeah, porridge oat is good. Yes, it's good. Yeah.
Because somebody said that is good for cholesterol or something. That's
yeah, but in Chinese medicine we don't talk about cholesterol. Okay, it's about the blood quality really. Yes. Okay.
I see.
So in this case, you just want to eat food that actually is less artificial fat in there, and then nighttime try to eliminate as much fat as possible or eliminate food. Yeah, not very little carbohydrate, and then during the day you burn them all out, and then you don't have any cholesterol. So at the moment, cholesterol, that word is quite controversial. You know that. Okay, originally they have a cholesterol, and about 15 years later or 20 years later, they talk about, oh right, okay, in fact we have a good cholesterol and you have bad cholesterol.
Yes.
And recently they actually published a scientific paper. It's just that they actually created cholesterol word, actually smear-mongering of people, and then ask people to take medication. So in this case, you just have to take those, just read a little bit more detail in there. But as long as the diet is actually maintained healthy, means that it's not a lot of intense heat, not a lot of intense spice, moist, cooked, and warm. And that's it. You look up the stomach will take care of it. Yeah. Rather than the medication. Okay.
Yes. Thank you. Great.
Okay. Good. Yes, Jaka.
I would like to talk about gallbladder.
Yeah.
When gallbladder is compromised, And I have sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes I have here the discomfort. Like I do feel meridian, like it's pumping, and that nerve, the pathway, it's in very big pain. How I can help myself?
Okay. What you do, you actually work on the gallbladder 20, spleen 21, gallbladder 29, and gallbladder 30.
Moment, can I break it down? Sorry. So
Gallbladder 20, GB20,
GB20, yeah,
SP21,
SP21,
GB29, 30,
GB29 and 30,
30.
and then GB40.
GB40. And are you holding it or tapping?
Squeezing. Yeah.
So tapping.
Holding, it doesn't work. Yeah, it just really a bit
So
vibration.
tapping.
You actually squeeze. Yeah, and this is tapping. And because here, this is got long muscles there. What you're going to do is actually you need to bring your knee inwards. And then gallbladder 20 is as underneath the malleolus. You just squeeze in there. That's all. Yeah. Squeeze. Yes.
Okay. Super.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Shirley.
Yeah, how can I improve my liver if I get headache?
Get headaches.
Yeah, here.
Okay. Now, when you have a headache, you actually work on the meridian system. So when your top of the head is got headache.
It's here. It's very recently. It's very hot. I feel very heat. Feel heat here.
Okay. Can you use a finger to point which is the most painful?
Here.
No, use the one finger. I want one finger. Yes. Point. Okay. Show me.
It's this side.
Okay, so in this case, it's in this line. This line is called cross section. This could be a liver. That could be a dual channel. Yes, okay. But we actually take account of the dual channel of the liver channel. So in this case, you press liver 2 or liver 3. Okay.
Liver 2, liver 3.
Yes, that's right.
Okay.
On the foot.
Where's it? Where's liver 2, liver 3? Could you show me?
Between the big toe and the second toe.
Toe. Okay, yeah, I know where. Here. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. For how long?
Until you feel that it is not painful. Okay, maybe 3-4 minutes. Yeah.
3-4 minutes every day.
Don't rub every day. Don't rub, just press.
Pressing.
Press. Yeah, on the toe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Every morning or later or nighttime.
Actually, nighttime. Nighttime is better. You want to descend the chi.
Okay.
In the morning, when you do this, you want to sleep.
Okay.
And also, when you feel hot, then the time you want to descend it. Yes. Okay.
So anything to do with the head? No?
You can do the GB20 and open the gate in here, so the heat actually can descend.
Yeah.
But at the foot, yeah, that's right. That's a GB20. But the foot is actually the mechanism draw the heat down. Okay.
Here for how long? Also
this one, you feel that? Okay, yeah. Aching. Oh, not so aching now. This is okay. And then just maybe what? 10 or 20 times, squeezing it. 10, 20 times, squeeze.
20 times. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Lara, you good?
When you were talking about the liver and the pressure in the head and the tiredness, I get a lot of pressure in my head, sort of like when I do exercise, and then if I do too much, it's like the pressure in my head just increases, and it just until I can't stand it, and then I get stressed, and then I sleep to try and make it go down. So is there anything that could help that?
Now, I think within the majority of the audience, I know your condition, sort of has some idea about your conditions. Okay,
so it's different.
Your condition is very similar to seashore. It's a water retention.
Right.
So your water is not descending. When you're doing exercise there, okay, the fluid and the blood are pumping around the body there. Okay. However, the fluid actually stay up there. It's not coming down. That's why I make it very congested, make it headache.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is there any food to eat or pressure points that would help, or just is there any
for your
complicated?
Condition, it's not complicated. Is you want to get rid of the fluid on top of the body here. You got a spleen deficient there, water retention, but remember that I mentioned about the water retention, the 3 sets of organs, yeah, lung, spleen, and kidney. So in this case, for anything above, use the lung, energize your lung function and descend the water out there. So in this case, lung function here, lung 5.
Okay.
Lung 1, lung 2. Okay, they was an easy touch on area. Yes. Okay.
1, 2, 5.
Lung
1, 2, 5.
1,
okay.
1, 2, and 5. If people can help you to do, then you do the bladder 13 as well.
Bladder 13.
Yes, that's right.
I'll look it up.
Look it up. Look it up. Bladder 13 is on the back. So you need somebody actually, just work on it, or you actually have a tennis ball and then rub on it. Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Good. One more question, probably the time. Yes, Jaka. Oh, okay, and I say 3 more questions. So in this case, you just take a turn. Okay, Jaka. Yes. No, actually, no. I answer Anne first because Anne hasn't raised any question. Anne.
Are you saying that you said that waking up in the morning could be variable according to the environment you're in? Waking up and breathing, taking your first breath. So is there no variation, flexibility possible within the cycle for the various organ functions?
Of course, yeah. There's always a compromise there. Like people working a shift, they work from 9 o'clock in the evening till 5 o'clock in the morning. So the body clock doesn't suit them at all. That's it. However, the body adjusts. So it means that the body clock will actually rotate to the time that when they sleep, that will be the gallbladder time. However, they are not actually taking the best time of the energy. Right. We want to go along with the energy because we live under the sun. The first thing in the morning, the sun comes out and then break out all the fog and then air exchange. That's why I feel 3 to 5 o'clock, this is the best time of day breathing in. Okay. So in this case, if they work shift, that time they're breathing in, good. But however,
there's no such thing then as some people are owls and some people are larks.
Some people is what?
Some people are owls, so they go to bed late and get up
night owl.
late, and some people are larks and they go to bed early and wake up early. And difference in temperament, but you don't think that's
it's
sort of justified in terms of optimum time for the functions of the organs.
Now, actually, we are very, very tiny grain of sand in comparing to the whole universe.
Yes, sure.
We actually should be living by the environment. And what is the leading and phenomenal we actually follow is the sun. Okay, sun gives us the energy. Without sun, even though the moon comes in, we'll be dying very, very quickly. So we should be absorbing the sun energy. Like I said, 7 o'clock to 9 o'clock, which is the best time because the sun out there beaming at us. So we got a lot of energy from the sun, so the stomach can digest a lot of things. In the nighttime, you might feel hungry because we're starving whole day. Your body tells you that I need food. But after you're eating the food is not being digested properly. In the morning, you can eat a lot. Then it's being digested. You see what I mean? So if people actually with a different lifestyle, they're not taking the goodness of the sun to help them. That's all. With people certain people that I see quite a number of patients, they have a different lifestyle. One good example, artists, they don't go to bed until 3 o'clock. Why? From 1 o'clock onwards, or from 12 o'clock onwards, the different part of the brain kicks in, the yin kicks in, that gives them the inspiration to create all this fancy music, story, and all that. But in the morning, because the sun is the god of what called the Jing He. If you got the yang qi there, the yang qi doesn't create all this illusion there, but the yin qi will give you this sort of illusion. Yeah, you look at all the scary film. The ghost doesn't come out in the morning. They always come in the night time. Yes, okay. All the dark spirit and all that stuff is always in the night time. That's what the brain is working. Is the mysterious side actually coming out, and then people have all this inspiration. So people want to choose and make them feel high. That people choose the different lifestyle. This is the way being brought up, or the way they choose to. But if they actually follow the sun, is no other external influence. We live in the jungle like Tyson and Jane. They will be just follow that routine quite religiously. Is what I mean?
I'm disappointed to lose the evening dinner.
Yeah. Well, disappointed.
Yes.
No, you still enjoy your evening dinner. Don't get me wrong. You still enjoy your evening dinner, have a glass of wine, have a bit of food, but you don't want to consume until, wow, I'm so full, I'm very good at that. No, you might be have a 40%, 50% full of the stomach. That's it, no more. Okay, you just satisfy your taste bud, enjoy the company, and that's it. But the food that you actually need is in the morning, top in the afternoon, is for the energy. You need to use them as a resource to burn them off. And the nighttime, just a little bit top up, and that's all.
And
yeah.
Just very quickly, are you suggesting we chuck away statins?
Statins? I'm not an authority to say anything like this. Okay? But you know that you've been reading, some medical journals about, and then really, being covered up about, cholesterol. But they're making a lot of money, all these several centuries of that. But if you're living a heavy lifestyle, then it's okay. They never tell you that don't eat crisps, don't eat chocolate, don't eat this and don't eat that. It says have more medication and 5 fruit a day, and that's what it's in. Yes. If they so care about people's health, they should be stop the manufacturer, abandon the manufacturer, forbid the manufacturer creating all this junk food.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Jaka, do you have any question? One more question from Jaka, please. Yeah.
Yeah. So how I do not have tonsils.
Yeah.
When I have sore throat, and I don't want to take the medicine because after taking medicine, I was feeling even worse. I stopped to take the medicine day and night. Yeah.
Okay.
And that the discomfort from the throat is basically coming here, and it's very dry, and it's kind of like I want like dry cough. Yeah.
Okay.
So what is the best way to do if I don't want
medication,
for example, from these things to go to laryngitis, or I don't want to take the medicine, because I believe that nowadays the medicine is more messing up with me than ever.
Right.
I don't know what they are putting there.
Right. So for the respiratory system, we have to think about that. The respiratory system coming from the tip of the nose all the way into the lung. Anything in between is all governed by the lung. So this the first thing is you actually look after the lungs. Lung is very easily being affected or invaded by the wind and the cold. So you really have to keep your neck warm and then back warm. This is the one thing you have to do. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yes, okay. That's why, I recommend you, few things next time you come, I'll just show you. And the second thing is make sure your lung is nice and strong and warm. Okay. No cold drink pass through your esophagus, because pass through there, the lung, the airway got affected. So it means that your airway contract, the lung contract. Warm things open the airway. Okay. So no cold things at all whatsoever. Even though I like cold things, I like my ice cream. Don't get me wrong. but I don't have a lump of ice cream and swallow straight away. I make sure the lump of ice cream actually melt in my mouth into liquid, and then slowly swallowing it, and then followed by a hot drink. Yeah, okay. Yeah, hot drink. And then next thing is looking into your lung meridians. Work on the lung meridians. Okay, and also the food that actually help your lung. You know, lung is metal. Metal is white color. White color means that all the food you eat more or less white color. Okay, but however, you can't just have all the white color, because white color tend to a little bit cooling there. So in this case, you need to have a bit of balance. I can give you some sort of a combination. Next time you come, take offline, and I can give you some sort of a combination that help your lung will be better. And also when your throat has got condition, there sometimes it's the wind, a cold wind invasion into the lung. Sometimes it will be the heat actually in the throat. So it's a different condition that we have to talk about in a different sort of protocol to deal with it.
Yeah, when I will come, then personally, then we're gonna profound
Go through
this.
that, yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much for the answering. And when we're gonna have here more time, I've got one last question when everyone is okay with that.
Okay, yes. I think Maria wants to ask a question. Is it right, Maria?
Normally, sometimes I tend to do my exercises at night time.
Yeah.
Not very heavy, maybe half an hour.
Yeah.
Is it bad for you to do exercises? Because I don't feel like doing exercises in the morning. I want to enjoy the sun, and but at night time I go to bed, relaxed, and is it bad for you to do exercises at night time?
Exercise is good all round, but you need to understand what type of exercise you do. Okay, so I would recommend people that, because in the daytime it's more yang, in the nighttime it's more yin. So in this case, in the morning when you do exercise, it's more dynamic, energetic. Bring the yang out. Okay. In the nighttime, you don't want to do that. The yang is supposed to be going inside the body. It is coming out. So what you do is do them nice long stretching, very gentle exercise. If you do qigong, you need to close down, send the qi down to your feet. Otherwise, the qi will be all around here. You can't have a good night's sleep. Yeah, all right. So in this case, nighttime when you do qigong, you can do qigong anytime, but nighttime especially, you actually get the qi sending all the way down to the bottom of the feet. 3 or 4 times, that's good. You're actually sending all the way down. Yes, okay. This is it's important. All right, okay. Good. Okay, Clemens, do you have any questions, please? No? Okay, you go good. You look very chilled. Okay, good. Oh,
can I ask one more question?
Yeah.
Nowadays the weather is good in the morning. So is it the best time only when the sun come out to do qigong in the outside garden?
Yeah, it's good. It's good. Yes, it's actually
what about
good.
No sun? Nice weather, but no sun.
No sun. Make sure that it's no foggy out there. Okay, you feel
no
that
foggy.
No foggy, and then no damp. If you feel breathe in the air, you feel the air is damp, don't do it yet. Okay.
Okay.
You feel the air is a little bit crisp, but a little bit dry. It's not damp, and that's okay.
Okay. Just
right, okay.
Subhay.
Yes.
Subhay, no good to go out. Okay.
No good. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. This is
And
the
then
question I always want to ask.
Yeah, 唔係毒蛇唔打冇啊嘛。
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you very
Good. Okay. Last question from Jaka.
Yes. Long time I asked you a question, but I believe that we didn't have the time to answer it.
Yeah.
When there is anger, okay, and it's gonna show it on your face, like
What's that say again? What's under? What?
Anger.
Anger. Yes.
When liver is kind of compromised and cannot kind of, how I would say, detox. When the liver cannot detox, this is the reason why then the face is really red, and for example, eyes are itchy, everything is itchy, the face is itchy. It is because a liver got a problem, to detox.
Yes and no. Yes and no. Really, yes and no. Okay, you finish the question, then I'll answer you.
So basically, when in the body is anger and you are really angry and you don't know to ground yourself, and attack of anger, what do you do?
Okay, Yes. Okay. I'll answer a question very simply. First of all, don't get angry.
Impossible.
Now, what you do, actually, the emotional stuff, I do get angry as well. But once you know that you actually trigger the emotional turmoil in your body, and you start thinking about put the TCM hat on, thinking, okay, which organ is compromised, then you say, I'm damaging my health. Your body will start deflating. Okay, when you actually come up to, I don't care, keep whining, then you actually forget about your health. Then it's the time that when you actually generate a lot of anger energy from you, deliver the energy, anger is a yang energy. That's why it's rising up, and then the blood going into your face. Okay, you feel you don't feel the feet are hot, but you only feel the face is hot, and that time you don't really feel as itchy. You just feel exploded hot. Okay. However, when you do more often, your body is get heated up very quickly. The blood is heated up. So in this case, and then we'll get all this eczema and all this itchy eyes and all that. Yeah, itchy head, and it's the remnant of the blood actually gone up into the head. Once you actually descend, some of them are still remaining there. The heat is still remaining up there. So a little trigger, you get the heat. Little trigger, you get the heat. And that is the time when people getting stressed, overworking, they got a lot of, the eczema, behind the ears, around the neck, very often, because it's actually going up there. Yeah. And then the blood is not sort of dissipate. Yeah. And then it's remain. So that's it is. So in this case, what you need to do, first thing is, whenever you have like getting angry, getting sad, grieving, crying, all that stuff is a adequate expression. Anger, you need to know how to control the anger. Don't go out of proportion. Yeah. If you get anger, you know why women suffer from breast cancer, or men don't suffer from breast cancer. One thing is men do not have the space to hold the chi. Yeah. And then also men, what they do when they get anger, they sweat, they bang on the table, shout, and all that stuff. They get it out of the system. However, women, they are a little bit feminine. They not tend to so explosive, actually holding in the chi, not coming out, stay there. Yeah, you see what I mean? So that is the condition. So first thing is your body fluctuate your emotion, but don't go this. Yeah, always fluctuate. And then whenever you have an emotion, you know that something emotional, you feel the heart is hurting, lung is actually hurting, the liver is hurting, the stomach, when you get angry, your stomach is hurting. So in this case, right, why are you getting angry? My stomach is compromised. Yeah, okay, relieving. And then stomach start resolving itself. Most of the time, the 3 different illnesses we have, the causing the disease. One, your lifestyle. Second one, external attack, such as wind, cold, dry, damp, and all this stuff. And third one is the emotion. If you can actually get a good handle on those 3, the disease will not come into you. Yeah,
that's all I need to start Tai Chi.
Yeah, you can start Tai Chi. Exactly. That's good. Okay, I think we have a good time and good Q&A session as well. I appreciate people keep all the questions at the last, otherwise we'll be overrun. At the moment, we'll overrun a little bit, but still under control. Okay, I hope you enjoyed today's session. Yeah, okay.
Nice, really lovely. Thank you so much. Very nice explanation.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Everyone.
You all. Blessed evening to all. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Thank you. Good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.